Hello, and thank you for joining me today. I am trying something new with the sound, which I hope works out. So I have ambient sound going and I'm mic'd up. So I'm hoping this will be a little bit less echoey on your end. We will see. Today we are doing a mobility workout, so mostly stretching with a few strength moves where we're working through the full range of motion to try and lengthen those muscles. All you'll need for today is access to a wall and a mat. And besides that, just follow along. We'll be doing each movement for 1 minute, movement or stretch, I should say, for 1 minute. And we're going for 20 to 30 minutes total. So we're going to start out with your neck, just looking left and right. Try to rotate, look all the way over the one shoulder, all the way over the other. From here, if you can, try to hold for a few seconds, keep the shoulders down and relaxed. And then other way, hold for a few seconds. Back to the first side. Back to the other side. One more each way. Excellent. Moving into the back of the neck, I want you to tuck your chin in, roll your head around the front, side to side. Again, we're going for 1 minute, nice and slow. If you feel any pinch points, try to pause, stretch gently into that pinch point. Keeping those shoulders down and relaxed. Going for one more roll each way. Excellent. Moving into the shoulders, I want you to start with backward shoulder rolls. Start with just the shoulders, try to get nice big range here. And once you're comfortable with that, you can move into elbows. And from here, full arm circles, reaching back. So as you reach back with the pinkies. Really stretch into that tight point and then bring it forward. Keep your core nice and tight. Stretching out your chest at the back there. Let's go for one more. And then we're going to switch it around. So forward shoulder circles. Nice full circles. Working into the elbows. And then from here, reaching back with your thumbs, coming back as far as you can, and then bringing it forward. Thumbs leading the way. There we go. Very nice. Nice and slow. Push into those sticky points. Excellent. Now that your shoulders are nice and warm and your chest is somewhat warmed up, you're going to come into some wall angels. So press your feet, hips, and head against that wall. Press the forearms against the wall. Keep your core nice and tight. Reach up as high as you can and bring it back down. You might have better range than me, or not. Just do the best you can. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Reach up. Nice work. "15 seconds. Keep breathing. Try to exhale as you reach. Awesome job. Moving into the wall chest stretch. You're going to have your arm bent. Place your forearm against the wall. And then rotate till you feel that stretch in your chest. Just relax into it here. You can pulse in and out by turning your body. And you can also play with the angle a bit. So move your hand up on the wall. So for me, if I'm higher up, I'll get more of a stretch. You can play around with it. Work into those sticky points. More seconds on this side. Well done. All right, switch it to the other side. So arm is bent, placing that forearm against the wall. Turn your body to feel that stretch across your chest. Keep moving in and out of that stretch. Have another 10 seconds here on this arm. Excellent. Last chest stretch before we move on to some other muscles. You're going to interlock here. Fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders down and back. Lift up behind you. Feel that stretch across the front of your shoulders. And then relax your arms. And repeat. If you're feeling good with these, you can add an inversion so that gravity helps you out a little bit, bringing that right up. Slowly come out of that. One more here. Awesome job. Let's move into those hamstrings. So what I want you to do is bend your knees and bend over so that you can grab underneath your toes. And from here, with your bent knees, what you're going to do is keep your body against your thighs and then straighten your legs out so you feel that stretch into the back of the legs, and then bend those knees. So straighten and bend, moving in and out of that stretch. Nice work. One more here. Excellent. Coming into into a split stance. So you're gonna have most of your weight on that front leg, 70% on the front, 30% on the back. Keep your back nice and straight. Hinge forward, keep going till you feel that stretch into the back of the leg. Hold it there for a second, and then come out, and then right back in. So for this one, you have to keep your back flat, or else you won't feel it into your hamstring. And you'll notice my knee stays at the same angle the whole time. So I'm not bending and straightening my knee. The only motion is at my hip, working into that hamstring. One more here. Excellent job. Let's switch sides. So most of your weight again is on that front leg, only 30% on the back leg, hinging at the hip, coming forward till you feel that through the back of the front leg, and then just coming out of that stretch and easing back into it. Great job. 15 more seconds here. All right, you're going to stand on one leg. Keep that leg straight, and depending on your flexibility will depend on how close to the ground you get. So you're just balancing on that leg, try not to fall over like I am. Working your hands down, maybe you can touch the ground next to your feet, maybe you can't. And then come back up. So now, you're doing a bit of a strength exercise in conjunction with the stretch. So if you are touching the ground, you need to touch the ground right next to your feet, or even hug that leg. You can see I am not able to do that, but maybe you are. Keeping that stance leg straight. Come as low as you can, feel that stretch, and then back up. Last one. Awesome, let's switch sides. Trying to keep the back flat. Keep that leg straight. Fifteen more seconds on this side. Excellent. Let's bring your feet wider apart, toes pointing straight ahead or even slightly inward. Gonna hinge forward at the hips. See if maybe you can place your hands on the ground. So now you're getting into the inner hamstrings. From here you can walk your hands back so they come between your feet. All depends on your level of flexibility. Try to straighten your back out. So, let me turn this way. You'll see I have to round my back to reach the floor. So now to get more of a stretch, I just try to straighten the back out. So I'm pushing my chest forward. One more rep here. Excellent. Moving into some side lunges. We'll just stay on one side. You're gonna sit your hips down and back, and then come back to center. Sit your hips down and back. Good. Feel that stretch. Get as low as you can, and then if you don't have any knee pain, you can let that heel come off the ground a little bit if you have to, or maybe you are bendy enough that you can sit down while keeping the heel down. That's awesome if you can do that. I cannot. So no knee pain. Number one, get your hips as low as you can. Push up through that glute so you're stretching and strengthening at the same time. Awesome, let's do other side. Ease into it. Work that glute. Get that heel as close to the ground as you can. One more here. I think my timer stopped. There we go. All right, well done. Okay, we're gonna move into lizard pose, getting a little more intensely into those hips. So you're going to take a big step back, and that would be good in this case. So, you're deep in a lunge, rest your back knee on the ground, and relax yourself forward, let your hips drop. Slowly ease into that stretch. And again, you can pulse in and out of it. You may feel this in your hip flexor, or you may feel this through the inner thigh, maybe both. Five more seconds here. Then we'll switch legs. I'll change angles for you. Try to relax down. Fifteen seconds. Excellent work. Little deeper into that inner thigh. You're gonna bring your knees wide. Relax those elbows on the floor, and then just push your hips back, and then bring them forward. This is your goalie stretch. So knees are wide, feet are directly behind your knees. Push your hips back and rock them forward. You should feel more of a stretch when you push your hips back. Well done. Okay, remember how we did all that that chest stretching in the beginning. Now we're going to work your chest muscles in that deep position. We're also going to work those back muscles to try to get you a little bit more open. So find your high plank. You come down very slowly into a push-up position. From here, you're going to come out with those arms, so lift your hands right off the floor, look down at the floor, and keep your hands as high above the floor as you can. As you reach overhead, bring them back. Press beneath those armpits, tuck your toes in, and press right back up. Good, we're going to do 2 more. So you're here, squeeze those shoulder blades together, lift those hands right off the floor. Keep them as high as you possibly can. Reach overhead. Breathe. Bring them back. Hands under armpits, tuck your toes, tighten up your core, and back up. One more time, slowly down. Lift those hands off the floor. Reaching overhead. Hands under armpits. And right back up. Well done. Little workout there, but it also helps to stretch out those muscles that we're trying to release. All right, we're moving into some spinal flexion and extension. So I want you to bring your knees wide and sit back, your butt right on your heels. Bring those arms forward into child's pose. Should have a nice round back here. And from here, you're going to move into extension. So, chest open, pushing those hips down towards the floor. Get a nice curve through your spine. And then sit your hips back into spinal flexion. Knees can be wherever are comfortable for you. And back to extension. Open up that chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. One more time. Sit those hips back. And move into extension. Well done. We'll finish off with some glute stretches. So you can flip over onto your back. And what I want you to do is cross your one leg over, completely over the other, and then just grab onto those shins. Relax. You should feel a stretch into the outside of the hip. I find it helps to rock back and forth, see if I can find any tighter areas. And the more you pull your shins towards you, the more intense the stretch will be. And let's switch sides. So crossing the other knee over, grabbing onto those ankles. Relax into it. Pulling your ankles towards you if you're feeling like you need a little more intense. Or just relaxing if you feel like it's plenty intense enough already. We need 30 more seconds here. What I want you to do is extend one leg so it is just relaxing on the floor. Take your other knee and tuck it into your chest, trying to get your knee as close to your chest as you can while keeping the other leg down. Give that leg a big hug. And you can move in and out of this stretch, so give yourself a big hug and then release and repeat. I know for myself in the past, I've often felt a pinching sensation in the front of my hip when I do this stretch. That likely means that you need to stretch out your hip flexors. All right, let's switch sides. So relax your one leg, squeeze the other knee, trying to get it into your chest, that general direction anyways. Move in and out. Another 30 seconds here. Finishing off with some windshield wipers. So we're going to have your legs bent 90 degrees. And you're trying to keep both glutes in contact with the mat, which is easier said than done. So rotate one way, you'll notice my hip comes off the mat. I'm not that flexible. Rotate each direction. Ease into it. Work towards keeping those hips on the ground. And then from there, the next phase is to sit up tall. And try to do the same thing. Try to do it without grunting maybe. Nice work. Thank you for joining me today. I hope the sound was a bit better. I will check it out and have a great day. I will see you for our next class.